imagine a world where, like, your deepest grief, the really raw emotions could be processed, like archived even, by a quantum computer. Would you trust technology with something so vulnerable? That's the kind of question at the heart of choral memory.
Oh yeah, choral memory. It's a speculative design project, I think.
Yeah.
By Rowan Payne.
Right.
Looking at, all these implications of quantum computing in the future, specifically how it relates to emotional archiving, I think.
And it all takes place in Barbados.
Yeah, in the future.
Which is really interesting.
A future Barbados.
Because, Barbados has this incredible tradition of storytelling, right? Like, oral history is such a rich part of their culture.
Yeah.
So to think about that kind of heritage, apply it to something like archiving grief, but using this cutting-edge technology.
Yeah. It is fascinating.
The really powerful juxtaposition. So this choral memory thing, it's not just an idea, right?
It's an artifact.
It's like Payne's trying to show us, like, what this future could actually look like and feel like.
Yeah. And Payne really starts with themselves, drawing on their own experiences, their own grief, I think, to really fuel the project. And then they take those emotions and sort of, meticulously translate them into models, like theoretical models, imagining how those personal feelings could be captured, as data processed by a quantum computer.
Okay, so let's actually try to picture this artifact. What might it look like?
Oh, I don't know.
How would it work?
Well, Payne sort of imagines this physical object, maybe taking inspiration from the coral reefs at the island.
Interesting.
That acts as this repository for these digitized emotions. Imagine something that glows, and pulsates, reflecting all the collective grief held within.
Yeah.
Users might even be able to interact with it.
Wow.
Through touch, sound, maybe even virtual reality, experiencing these archived emotions in a safe and controlled space.
But wouldn't all that raise some ethical red flags? Like, are we really okay with technology having access to, emotions that raw and personal?
Yeah, that's where this quantum ethics council comes in. Payne imagines this body, made up of a lot of different voices from the Barbadian community to kind of act as a safeguard against any potential misuse. They'd be responsible for setting the guidelines, I guess, for data privacy and security and access, making sure that choral memory really serves as a tool for healing, for understanding, not
for exploitation.
Yeah, not for exploitation.
Right. So choral memory is, in a way, like a reflection of Barbados itself, this blend of tradition and innovation where cultural values are guiding, technological advancement.
Absolutely, yeah. Take their oral tradition, the way stories are passed down, through generations, and every story is just imbued with so much emotion and meaning. Payne imagines choral memory functioning in a similar way, not just storing cold data, but preserving all those emotional nuances of grief, creating this living archive of human experience.
Wow, it's a powerful concept, and it definitely leaves us with some pretty big questions. What are the boundaries of technology when it comes to our emotions? What does responsible innovation look like, in a space like this?
Exactly. Choral memory doesn't give us those easy answers.
Right.
It's more about prompting us to think critically about the future we're creating, I guess. Acknowledging the potential of technology, but also recognizing the need for careful ethical consideration every step of the way.
It's been great talking about this with you. I really appreciate your insights.
No problem.
If this deep dives into choral memory and all of the things that we've talked about, if it resonated with you, please share it with others. Thanks for joining Exploring Futures.
Yeah, thanks everyone.